Before you start questioning yourself, how is this dude already made a video and somehow has made a video in the first place on things that you could have missed in this trailer, don't worry. At first, I was planning to make this video as a joke because I didn't think that there was really anything that you could have missed. But as I kind of looked into it, it's very interesting. Now, if you're like me and, well, you played the most recent God of War and, well, you've fallen in love with the game, I was beyond hyped for an announcement for God of War 2. Back at the first PlayStation 5 announcement we got, I was just continuously waiting for anything slight or subtle for a God of War 2 announcement. And even with this event that they had, I had a little bit inside me hoping that maybe we'll see something God of War 2 related. And to my surprise, we got it. I freaking freaked out, and I hope I would have recorded myself so I could have showed you something because I was just beyond excited, beyond hyped. It's pretty amazing, and basically from what we know from this trailer and from what we know that it will come in the future, it is pretty exciting. I will kind of go into spoilers for the first game, so if you haven't played it yet, then go play it please because it's an amazing game. At first I was kind of, not really interested in the game, but once you get into it, it is pretty much art. It is a one-shot game with an amazing story. The voice acting is phenomenal, and I don't know if I can praise it anymore because I don't think I can. But before we fully get into it, I know I've been talking a lot already, but be sure to subscribe if you're new here. We're on the road to 10,000 subscribers. Hopefully at 10,000, if we ever reach it, I will be doing a giveaway. Anyone can enter it. I just have to get to 10,000 first, obviously. Doesn't matter. Just anyone will be able to get it. And also like the video. Liking the video helps it spread out. Okay, enough talking. Let's start off with the trailer. So basically at the beginning, when the trailer starts, we see snow, which is, a nod to the ending of the first game when a storm, kind of a snowstorm, was coming. And if you didn't know, at the end of the first game, if you went back to your house, you got a little cinematic kind of video where Kratos and Atreus, or well, Loki, go back to their house to take a nap, basically. Go to sleep, hibernate, whatever you want to call it. But after a while, they get woken up by none other than Thor, who is basically coming back to kick Kratos' ass because Kratos killed a lot of Thor's friends, I guess. But that's interesting because obviously we're gonna have a whole storm kind of a situation with the second game, I'm guessing, since the first one basically finished off with a snowstorm, and we're gonna leading to the second one, obviously straight after the first one. So that's the first thing that was interesting and caught my eye. The second thing is what Kratos says.
The time grows near.
The time grows near. Now, I'm kind of struggling to hear it, but I'm pretty sure that's what he says. This can mean a lot of things. Obviously, the main one that we probably can be looking at is Ragnarok. Ragnarok is coming, and if you do not know what Ragnarok is, it is a very big deal in the Norse mythology. In short, what Ragnarok does is basically it is this end of the world situation where the world is covered by water, basically the whole planet, from my understanding, or well, from what Norse mythology believed is just the area where they live was covered in water, and after a few years, I'm guessing, the water goes down and gods reappear, but the world is basically available to be repopulated with humans. So that's kind of it in the shortest way possible. Now you can find a really good explanation of it probably somewhere on the internet. There's Wikipedia, there's probably some websites that specifically explain Ragnarok, and I don't want to make this video too long so I won't explain it. But basically it's a very big deal, and that thing involves, surprisingly, Thor and the world serpent, which I will get into a while. So we have kind of two things already in the second game. We have Thor and the world serpent. Now, I don't think the second game will exactly end with, maybe it will end with Ragnarok, but I'm pretty sure they're going to try to pull a trilogy out of this, considering that the other games had a trilogy and the God of War that we got was practically a fourth one, but not really. It's kind of a reboot. You don't have to play the previous ones, even though it's better to if you do play them. So basically, Ragnarok is bad. Ragnarok is the end. So I'm very curious how that's gonna work. I'm curious if we're gonna even get a new map or if we're gonna play on the same place. Honestly, we don't know yet. There isn't much to work off of. But as I said, straight after Kratos says what he says, we get the theme song of God of War that I absolutely adore. It is such a good theme, and the music is just so intense. And we get a symbol that spirals around and creates, from my understanding, the world serpent, which is a pretty cool nod. Or a dragon. I don't think it is a dragon because it's really long, and if you didn't know, the world serpent is a serpent that basically covers the whole world. Personally, I really like him in God of War just because every single time he says anything is just a massive roar. It's like a burp or something, and I just love him, and I can't wait to see him the second game. It will be very interesting to see him fight Thor. I wonder how they're gonna do that. Kratos is definitely gonna have something to do with it, but if you didn't know, Kratos is not from Norse mythology. Kratos is from Greek mythology, and obviously this is all kind of alternate universe kind of stuff, and it's creating its own story, so I'm going to be very curious how they're going to work around Kratos, this Greek god, being in Norse mythology, messing around with that kind of stuff. So that's why I don't think Ragnarok will go fully through. Who knows, maybe that's why Ragnarok goes through, because of Kratos, you know, God of War. He's gonna probably mess something up or do something worse. I feel like Atreus is gonna have something to do with it. But then slowly symbols start appearing around this circle symbol and basically spelling out Ragnarok in Old Norse writings. I think they're called runic symbols or something. I'm sorry, I'm not a huge Norse mythology person, but I know that this spells out Ragnarok. You can simply look up this text and basically match them up together. And after this, the next thing that Kratos says gives me goosebumps.
You must prepare yourself.
You must prepare yourself. This gives me goosebumps because I'm pretty sure that the second one is still going to continue the relationship between Kratos and Atreus, and I love that. That was probably the best part of the first game. There were parts where honestly I was kind of annoyed at Atreus because he became this annoying little kid, but at the end they became father and son again, and their team ups, the fights, it's such a good game. Genuinely such a good game, and I'm guessing if you're here you've already played that one. Comment down below what you thought of the first game and what you think the second one will be leading up into. But straight after that we get the text saying Ragnarok is coming and the date. This date amazes me. 2021. I'm guessing it's going to be delayed at least till the end of 2021, considering Corona probably affected the release in some kind of way. But it's still insane that we're getting it super early. Like, I thought we'd get it at least in 2023 because, you know, it's a pretty big game. But that's going to be it for the video. Somehow I managed to pull through way too much of a time for this video, and I'm talking still. I should end the video already. Sorry if I didn't really make amazing research. The trailer literally just dropped, but I was considering not to make this, but I just love God of War too much, and I'm super hyped for it. The price of the PS5 also got released. That's pretty great. You can pre-order it soon. Be on the lookout for that if you want to pre-order it. I'm pretty sure the pre-order is going to be dropping on the 17th, so that's tomorrow. So from 7th to 17th. Hope you all have a great day. Be sure to subscribe, like the video, and again, comment down below what you think God of War 2 will give us, and do you think there will be a God of War 3? I think there will. Peace out.